AI search visibility is mostly a vanity metric until it changes revenue, not just mentions. Why AI search visibility only matters when it changes revenue. AI search visibility often gets treated like a trophy, which is the problem. A mention or citation only matters when it helps capture demand, supports assisted conversions, or lowers the cost of producing content that answers buying questions.
Store owners keep chasing visibility because it feels measurable.
You can point at a citation in an answer box and say the brand showed up, while the harder question of whether that exposure led to sales or qualified visits gets pushed aside. That gap is why so many teams end up busy and unsure all at once. They track mentions and celebrate reach, yet still can't connect it to revenue. The work feels active, but the business result remains unclear. The tests that matter are plain. Did the AI exposure send a shopper to a product detail page? Did it shorten the route from question to cart? Did one strong collection page answer replace 4 weak support articles? So the team spent less time producing content that never sold anything? Take a page for waterproof running jackets. An AI answer cites it when someone asks about rain-ready options. Yet product views stay flat and revenue doesn't move. That is a visible mention with no commercial lift, which makes it empty in business terms. The real job is simpler and harder at the same time. Make content easy to cite, simple to verify, and easy to connect to outcomes. When those elements line up, visibility starts to pay off. Why tracking every AI answer is a dead end. Trying to track every AI answer can feel disciplined at first, but the results are unstable. Context windows shift, prompt wording changes the output, and retrieval layers pull from different sources. So the same shopper question can surface different citations across sessions. That instability makes per-query tracking noisy for lean teams. Do these boots run small? Another may ask the same thing with a brand name attached. And a follow-up question can change the answer again, because the system treats the conversation as a new frame. You end up measuring motion instead of meaning. A shopper asks about the best insulated water bottle for a backpack pocket. And one run cites the manufacturer's specs page, another cites a retailer's comparison page, and a third uses an editorial explainer with a different source trail each time. The result may look consistent at a glance, but the citations keep shifting. That kind of variation is exactly why a full-time tracker is a poor use of budget, unless the brand already knows the exposure maps to real money. When a team spends hours watching one-off outputs that never affect visits or add to cart rate, the work becomes reporting theater. The practical move is to watch patterns that repeat across many pages and buying questions. If certain content types keep getting surfaced or ignored, that pattern is useful. A single impressive answer that appears once and never again can be left alone. Track the signals that show up often enough to shape demand and ignore the rest. What AI search visibility actually means for an e-commerce brand. For an e-commerce brand, AI search visibility means the chance that a page, brand, or product shows up, gets cited, or gets summarized when someone asks a buying question. If an answer system can surface your material during a purchase decision, you have visibility. The outcomes differ. A citation means your page is used as a source. A mention means the brand name appears in the answer. When a source also sends the shopper onward, the content helps move someone toward a store visit, a product page, or a comparison that ends in a sale. Those differences matter because visibility can look strong while commercial value stays weak. A brand might show up often in early research queries, yet attract shoppers who are still comparing broad categories or reading definitions that never get close to checkout. That's where old SEO habits stop mapping cleanly. Organic search visibility has usually been about rank and clicks, with page-level traffic as the end result. AI answer systems work differently because they summarize and cite from multiple sources. So a strong ranking habit can miss the buying moment entirely. People also get tangled up because search visibility means different things in other software contexts. It refers to discoverability during buying moments, when a shopper is comparing sizes, checking return terms, or deciding which version fits their use case. This is the version that matters here. So the term should stay practical. If an answer system helps a shopper find your collection page, it's doing its job well. Your sizing guide or the product they were already considering, that's visibility with business value. If it just places your name in a summary and sends nobody anywhere useful, the metric flatters itself. The signals that matter more than mentions. Mentions are a weak scorecard. For AI search visibility to matter for an e-commerce store, start with the signals tied to buying behavior, especially demand capture. Demand capture is the easiest to spot. A shopper searches for a branded product name, lands on a comparison page, then clicks into a category page because they are ready to shortlist. That path matters far more than a citation count because it shows your content is meeting a buyer. As they narrow their options, assisted conversions show which pages appeared early in the path, even when the last click came later through email or paid search. A buying guide that answers, "Does this mattress sleep hot?" can help start the decision. And the shopper may return days later through another channel to finish the purchase. That page still did real work. Content efficiency is what lean teams should care about most. One strong page that answers several buyer questions, holds up after a few product updates, and needs fewer rewrites is worth more than a stack of thin pages that all need constant attention. A practical measurement frame keeps the focus on behavior rather than vanity. Track landing page engagement, internal search use, movement from category pages to product pages, and downstream revenue from sessions that touched those pages. Raw citation counts can sit in a spreadsheet and feel important, while the store gets no lift at all.
Here's the cleaner way to think about it. If a page brings in shoppers who use site search,
click into product detail pages, and later convert through another channel, it's doing useful work. If a page gets mentioned and then nobody acts, it's decoration. Pages that get cited are usually easy to verify. Answer systems tend to pull from pages that are easy to check quickly. Clear claims and visible proof give them something they can quote without guessing. Which is why product pages usually outperform vague brand copy. Generic lifestyle writing rarely helps. A paragraph about everyday comfort or premium quality may sound polished, but it gives an answer engine little to hold on to when a shopper wants a specific material, size, care instruction, or performance detail. The cleaner the page structure, the easier the citation. Short answer blocks and labeled specs make the page readable for humans and machines at the same time. This matters because AI systems are trying to extract a usable answer and move on. Take a mattress category page, a line that says 12-inch hybrid mattress with zoned support, a 100-night trial, and CertiPer US certified foam is easy to verify and quote. A polished paragraph about sleeping better through thoughtful design sounds nice, but says almost nothing. The same pattern shows up across e-commerce. A skincare page that lists active ingredients and skin types gives the model concrete material to work with, while a thin feature blurb leaves it with little to work from. Clear language works better for this. If you want a page to be cited, write it like a useful reference. Put the claim near the top, support it with specifics, and keep the wording plain enough that a shopper can skim it in 10 seconds and know what they're buying. The content system that helps AI answer buyers. The goal is a content system rather than a pile of isolated pages. Answer engines pull from multiple pages and content types. So a store that organizes information well gives them a cleaner path to the truth. Start by grouping content around buyer questions, product attributes, comparisons, use cases, and proof points. A shopper looking at running shoes may need fit guidance and cushioning details, while a comparison with a similar model usually belongs elsewhere on the site. Internal consistency is where a lot of stores fall apart. If one page says a jacket is water resistant, another says water repellent, and support content says it handles light rain only. Both shoppers and AI systems get mixed signals. Pick the exact claim, use it the same way everywhere, and keep the supporting details aligned. That consistency makes updates easier for a small team too. When a fabric changes, or a size chart is revised, you know which pages need the same edit instead of hunting through a mess of disconnected copy. A store with this kind of structure gives answer systems less room to misread the catalog. It also gives shoppers a smoother path from question to decision, which is where revenue lives. That is the point of the article. Better AI search visibility comes from a stronger content system. And visibility follows when the site answers buyers clearly across the pages that shape purchase decisions. How to measure whether AI exposure is worth caring about. Start with business outcomes and work backward. If a mention in an AI answer never shows up in assisted revenue, branded search lift, product page entry rate, or time saved in content production, it belongs in a report rather than next week's priority list. A simple visibility tracker only tells you that a page got mentioned. That's thin evidence. The useful question is whether those mentions send shoppers into sessions, move them toward checkout, or reduce the hours your team spends producing a page that actually helps buyers decide. A lightweight audit works well for most stores. Start with a small set of buyer questions, such as, does this jacket run small? Best blender for smoothies? Or which running shoe it's best for? Wide feet. Then check which pages get cited and whether those pages also earn traffic. Add to cart activity or revenue. Then compare the cited page against on-site behavior. If a sizing guide gets mentioned often but visitors bounce in 10 seconds, that page is performing badly even if the AI system likes it. If a comparison page gets fewer mentions but drives longer sessions and more product clicks, keep it in the weekly review. The same logic applies to production time. A content brief that used to take 6 hours and now takes 2 because the structure is cleaner, and the answer is easier to verify, has real value. Even before you see a lift in search traffic, across collections and guides your team touches. That saved time adds up. A good measurement stack ties exposure to behavior. Sessions and conversions are the useful signals. Everything else is decoration. What to prioritize instead of chasing another visibility score. Put your effort into pages that answer one buying question well, can be checked quickly, and support a conversion path. That usually means a size guide, a comparison page, a category page with clear filters, or a product page with enough detail to settle the main objections. The work order matters. Fix the pages that already earn traffic first. Then tighten the pages that answer pre-purchase questions. And finish by filling the gaps where shoppers keep comparing options and you have nothing useful to show them. Content cleanup usually beats more publishing volume. A messy category structure, duplicate copy across variants, or a pile of thin pages can drag down the whole site. To learn more, visit heysprite.com today.